exactly like all of the pop guys.
Yeah.
First of all, it was a good thing because I knew I couldn't.
For over 60 years, he's been the drummer behind some of the biggest names in music. From George Harrison to Ringo Starr, Aretha Franklin to Eric Clapton, Jim Keltner has played on countless hit records that have defined generations. But there's one thing this legendary session musician has never revealed until now. At 83 years old, Jim Keltner is finally naming his 7 all-time favorite guitarists, the musicians who have inspired him, challenged him, and defined the sound of modern music. I've never shared this list publicly before. These are the 7 guitarists that, to me, represent the absolute pinnacle of the instrument. The ones that have left an indelible mark, not just on my career, but on the entire music industry. So who made Jim Keltner's exclusive list? Let's find out. When I think about pure, raw talent and technical mastery, there's one name that immediately comes to mind: Jimi Hendrix. Jimmy was just on another level. The way he could bend strings, the fluidity of his playing, it was almost superhuman. I remember the first time I saw him live, I was absolutely floored. He redefined what was possible on the guitar. Eric Clapton. Now Clapton is obviously a titan of the guitar, but what I've always admired most about him is his versatility. He can play the blues as well as anyone, but then turn around and deliver these beautiful, melodic solos. And his tone, that woman tone as they call it, is just unparalleled. Clapton has the ability to make the guitar sing in a way that cuts right to your soul. This one might surprise some people, but for me, it has to be George Harrison. George was always overshadowed by Lennon and McCartney, but his guitar work was just as integral to the Beatles' sound. He had this way of crafting these simple yet incredibly melodic and memorable riffs. And his slide guitar playing, absolutely breathtaking. Jeff Beck. Now Beck is a true innovator. He's constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible on the guitar, experimenting with new techniques and sounds. But what I love most about Jeff is his ability to tell a story through his playing. Each solo is like a mini symphony, taking you on this emotional journey. He's a true artist, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I mean, what can you say about Stevie Ray that hasn't already been said? He was the embodiment of Texas blues guitar. That tone, that phrasing, that sheer raw power, it's unmatched. Stevie Ray had a way of making the guitar sound like it was possessed. He took the blues and just elevated it to this whole other level. For me, it has to be Ry Cooder. Ry is a true musical chameleon. He can play everything from Delta blues to mariachi to rock and roll, and he does it all with this incredible sense of feel and groove. But what really sets Ry apart is his deep understanding of musical history and tradition. He's a true scholar of the guitar. It's gotta be Duane Allman. Duane was just on another level. His tone, his phrasing, his ability to weave these intricate, melodic lines, it's unparalleled. And what I love most about Duane is the way he could seamlessly blend blues, rock, and jazz influences into this truly unique sound. There you have it, Jim Keltner's 7 all-time favorite guitarists. A list that spans generations and genres, but all united by one common thread: their mastery of the instrument. These are the guitarists that have inspired me, challenged me, and shaped the course of modern music. They're the true titans of the guitar, and I'm honored to have had the chance to work with and learn from them over the course of my career. For Jim Keltner, these 7 musicians represent the very pinnacle of guitar playing. A lifetime of experience and insight distilled into one definitive list. So there you have it, the 7 guitarists that, according to the legendary Jim Keltner, stand above all others. A true masterclass in the art of the 6th string.